Ruslan Provodnikov versus Algieri. So I just finished watching this fight, and I gotta say that I was wrong in my prediction. Well, I did say if Algieri won, it'd be by decision, and it was a close fight, but I was wrong in my prediction. Ruslan didn't knock him out, and I was wrong with my prediction with Miguel Cotto and Sergio Martinez. That's 2 in a row. I don't know shit about boxing. I'm just kidding. But I was wrong. But anyway, the one thing I did do wrong in my prediction here is I didn't watch any tape at all on Algieri. I might have seen him fight before, but I forget. But I don't remember him fighting. But anyway, so Algieri wins by split decision. Very close fight. The HBO crew, everyone besides Andre Ward, had Ruslan winning it, and Steve Weisfeld had Ruslan winning by a wide margin. I didn't agree with Steve Weisfeld. I thought it was close, and it could have went to Ruslan Provodnikov, but not by that wide of a margin, how Steve Weisfeld had it. But anyway, very close fight, depending on how you score it. Algieri landed 80 more punches. Ruslan, though, hits way harder. And when you got a hard puncher run like Ruslan, you don't gotta land as many punches sometimes to win the fight. Algieri, though, won. In my opinion, I think he won, but it's very close because Ruslan obviously dropped Algieri twice in the first round, and right when he hit him with that left hook, Algieri's eye just started swelling up immediately. Like you could see it in real time, just swelling up immediately. And then he took a knee, where like in the same round, seconds later, I forget, but it was very close to the first knockdown, and he took a knee, but he recovered after that. He started boxing well, threw more shots, landed more shots, was really he was just really landing a lot of punches, landing the jab a lot, straight right, combinations. Algieri was landing like jab, uppercut, like combinations and stuff. He was was exposing Ruslan for that boxers give Ruslan a tough time. You've seen with Timothy Bradley, the same kind of thing in the middle rounds. He did the same thing that Tim Bradley did. He came back and he outboxed him. Pretty much you could say it was exactly like that kind of thing. Because in the 12th round, Ruslan won that round, but he just couldn't. He was chasing the knockout, and when you chase the knockout, you can't get the knockout. And Ruslan just looked like he was stalking too much, but he wasn't letting his hands go enough, kind of thing. So I definitely wasn't in. Ruslan didn't live up to my expectations because I thought he was going to easily take out Algieri and knock him out. And it looked like that way in the first round. But Algieri just looked very prepared. He's a nutritionalist. He's a nutrition. He went to school for nutrition, to kind of nutritionalist. And the guy was in really good shape. Guy didn't gas out. Guy didn't fold like I thought he was. Because I made a prediction, even though I didn't see any tape on Algieri, or I don't remember. Maybe I did, but I just don't remember. But no matter how good Algieri was, even though I didn't see any tape on him, I thought Ruslan was just such a beast that even if Algieri was the great boxer that some people were saying, and he is a good boxer, that Ruslan would just make him fold anyway in the late rounds if that was the case. And it was the case, but Ruslan couldn't get the job done. But Anyway, the decision. It was very close fight. Either way it went, I wouldn't complain. It was a split decision. One judge had it wide for Ruslan. One judge had it wide for Algieri. The other judge had 114, 112. Very close, 2-point difference for Algieri. This fight definitely deserves an immediate rematch because both guys deserved the win today. It was very close. Could have gone either way if you went with Ruslan because he dropped Algieri twice. When he landed the punches, he rocked Algieri, but pretty much didn't get off enough and wasn't active enough, maybe, to win the fight. But if you thought Ruslan won, it was because he knocked Algieri down twice. He just really destroyed Algieri's face. It was a mess. And when he threw his punches, they counted. They rocked Algieri. But then, so that's why you could see Ruslan winning, and I wouldn't complain. But if you think Algieri won, it's because he was more active. He threw more. He landed more. He landed with more accuracy, and he was way more active, and he moved around very well, and that's why you could score for Algieri. And so really, in my opinion, very close fight. I don't complain with either way it goes, but if I had to pick, maybe I would go with Algieri. I don't know. It's so close of a fight because Algieri really started to come back and win rounds. And the last round he lost, though, and the first couple rounds he lost. But in pretty much from the mid-early to late, he was winning those rounds. He was winning a lot of the rounds, so depends what you were looking at, but very close fight, deserves a rematch. Ruslan, in my opinion, he didn't live up to my expectations because he didn't get off enough. He didn't throw enough punches, like when he was stalking too much and he was waiting to get the knockout only, and he wasn't being active enough pretty well. So, and Algieri was making him miss a lot, but pretty much Ruslan wasn't active enough, and he looked like he was looking for the knockout shot too much maybe, and that's why he was stalking. He was coming forward and stalking, but not getting off enough. That's pretty much why Ruslan was losing rounds. But anyway, I think a rematch is deserved in this fight, immediate rematch. Especially, who knows, maybe Algieri will do better when he has that 2 eyes for the full fight. But then again, he said he could see from both eyes up until the 8th round, and he had to because he was doing really well. And if he was doing really well for the fight, and that'd be hard to believe if he did that on one eye. But he said he did, even though it looked bad, he could see through both eyes. So it's kind of like the Lucas Matisse Garcia. Garcia swelled up Lucas Matisse's eye. So maybe the rematch would be different. Maybe Algieri would be even better in the rematch. Maybe Ruslan would knock him out early and not make the mistake of the fight going the distance. Because I think Ruslan maybe should try to get the knockout even early, even instead of it holding back. Just, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he should try to finish the guy. Because, I don't know, like, Algieri he recovered well from that big left hook. And after that, he had very good footwork, legs, and moved around the ring very well. So, anyway, I'm not against the decision. It was a very close fight. Could have went either way. I think it deserves a rematch, immediate rematch. That's how close I think it was. But depending on how you score it, maybe you thought Algieri clearly won, and just the way he was way more active, landed with a lot of accuracy and threw more, landed more. Or Ruslan landed the hardest shots, and when he did land, he shook Algieri and dropped him twice, and his face was a mess. He made Ruslan made Algieri's face a mess. So Chris Algieri is the new, was it WBA, I think, or WBC, or I forget, but he's the new, I forget what title was. I think maybe it was the WBC. I kind of forget right now if it was the WBO or WBC. It's one of those, but Chris Algieri is the new light welterweight champion right now. I want to see a rematch, and I think it deserves a rematch. I kind of feel bad for Ruslan because he had so many big fights lined up for him. Especially, he could have got a big fight. If this fight didn't happen, he could have got a big fight already. But now, this fight is gonna send him back down, and now he's gotta wait for a big fight again, maybe. So, anyway, good fight. I was kind of, the only thing I didn't like Ruslan's performance because he didn't get off enough. That was my main thing. He was stalking too much but not throwing enough. So, and Algieri, very good boxing, and very tough fight. Score depending on what you liked, but Algieri definitely deserves credit for what he did and deserves the win too, I think. So there you go. What do you guys think about this fight? And do you think there should be a rematch? I think they should be. And yeah, definitely I want to see the rematch, and I want to see it next. I don't want them to fight anyone else next. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like my videos, like them, and let me know what you thought about Ruslan Provodnikov versus Chris Algieri. Thanks for watching.